Are you preparing for Praxis Number and Quantity practice problems for Praxis Mathematics Test 5165 with the subtopic Number and Quantity and Algebra? If so, then this is the video for you. Hi, my name is Tom, and I am a test prep expert here at study.com, and I'm going to walk you through some of the problems you may see on the test. So let's get started. Which of the following applies the associative property with the following expression? And we have bracket 1 plus 2i times 6 plus 7i end bracket times parenthesis 8 plus 15i end parenthesis. All right, so when we're dealing with the associative property, we're dealing with groups, and we're dealing with grouping. So in the associative property, if we have a times b times c, and a times b times c, they're equal to each other, we can group them in a different order. So for example, we can say group a times b, do that first, then multiply by c, and the associative property says that's going to be equivalent to if we group the b times c first and then multiply by a. Also, this does apply not only to real numbers, but this does apply to complex numbers because we're dealing with complex numbers here. The first choice is switching it all to addition, so that choice is eliminated. And what we're looking for is when we see at the beginning of the problem, the bracket here is saying that we're doing those two, the first two there, and then multiplying by 8 plus 15i. So we need to switch that so that we're multiplying it by the second and third complex number first. Now, if we look at our second choice here, they switch it to subtraction, which we can't switch that because that would switch what the value is equal to. We look at our third choice here, and they switch around the order here, so the order has changed. Now we want to look at when we do the associative property, the order is staying the same here. All right, so the correct answer here would be multiplying the 6 plus 7i times the 8 plus 15i first in this grouping symbol, the brackets, and then multiplying by 1 plus 2i. So the last choice would be your correct answer. What is the correct simplified form for the following radical if the denominator is rationalized? And we have square root of 10 divided by square root of 8. So when we rationalize the denominator, what we're trying to do is we're trying to get rid of the square root in the denominator. In order to do that, what we're going to do is we're going to multiply top and bottom by that root. So we're going to multiply the numerator by root 8 and the denominator by root 8. If we do that, for the top, we get square root of 80. And for the bottom, the denominator, we get root 8 times root 8, which is 8. Now, square root of 80 can be written as the square root of 16 times the square root of 5 divided by 8. And we know that the square root of 16 is a perfect square. Square root of 16 is 4. So we get 4 root 5 divided by 8. And then our 4/8 out in front of the radical, so the 4 out in front of the radical is going to simplify just like a normal fraction here. So 4/8 is 1/2, so we get root 5 over 2 as our answer. The difference of 5 and 2 times a number is 1/4 of that number. Write the algebraic equation for this statement. We're converting words into algebra expressions. We're looking for certain keywords. So when I see up here the difference of 5 and 2 times a number. So when we say a number, that's going to be our unknown. So that's going to be our x in our choices here. So the difference of, we know difference means subtraction. So the difference of 5 and 2 times a number. So the difference of 5, so we have 5 and 2 times a number. And we're using x to represent the unknown number. Now, the word is in the sentence. When we convert that to a mathematical expression, is represents equals. So the difference of 5 and 2 times a number is, and then 1/4 of that number. So now the key word here is of, and of represents multiplication when we convert it into an expression. So 1/4 is 1/4. So we have 1/4 of that number, so multiplied by, and then our unknown is x. So that means it would be our top choice here. Hansel is driving a truck that is used to transport porcelain toilets from the warehouse to the store. Every time Hansel delivers, he crosses a bridge that has a capacity of 45,000 pounds. If the truck weighs 15,000 pounds, Hansel weighs 150 pounds, and each porcelain toilet weighs 70 pounds, what is the most number of toilets that Hansel can transport? All right, so this would be an inequality algebra problem. And so what we're going to do is we're going to set up our unknown. So we're trying to find the number of toilets that Hansel can transport. So I'm going to say let X represent the number of toilets. And we know that the capacity is 45,000 pounds for the bridge. So when we set this up, we want to be less than or equal to 45,000. So the first thing we know is that his truck weighs 15,000 pounds. Okay, so we have 15,000 plus Hansel weighs 150 pounds. So we have to add that weight in. Plus each toilet weighs 70 pounds, and we're trying to figure out X number of toilets that he can deliver. So we're going to say 70 times X. And now you will have access for any calculations on here. You'll have access to a graphing calculator on screen. So if we combine the like terms here, we're going to get 15,150 plus 70x is less than or equal to 45,000. And then I'm going to use my on-screen calculator, and I'm going to subtract 45,000 minus 15,150. And I get 29,850. So I have 70x is less than or equal to 29,850. I'm going to divide both sides by 70. So we can use our calculator on screen for that. And I'm going to get x has to be less than or equal to, and I'm not going to get a whole number here. I'm going to get 426 point, let's say 43, rounded to the hundredths place. So now we have to think about this. Are we going to round this down or are we going to round this up? Well, the capacity is 45,000 pounds. So if we need our X to be less than 426.43, so we want to round down. So our answer would be 426. That concludes our video. Praxis number and quantity practice problems for Praxis Mathematics Test 5165 with the subtopic Number and Quantity and Algebra. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and don't forget to visit study.com for more practice problems like this and access to personalized study plans. Again, thanks for watching.